All right, so let's continue on with buckets, and probably we would like to set up a lifecycle policy. Lifecycle policies allow for buckets to take actions based on certain conditions, and that may be really useful if you, let's say, have an object that hasn't been used in a while, you want to move it into the archive or things like that. Notice here it says after you add a rule, it may take up to 24 hours for it to take effect. So we're not going to be able to see the results of our actions here, but at least we can go through and start setting up one here. So we have set storage class to nearline. So best for backups and data access less than a month. So the idea is that if something hasn't been used in a while, it's going to move it over to there. It could also be delete objects. So objects cannot be restored after deletion, which is totally fine. So the point is that we want to see what are the conditions to be met if we delete an object. So we'll go ahead and hit continue. And so here it says use prefix, suffix, rule, scopes for to filter objects by their paths. So it could be that it's the age of the file, it's the prefix of the name, all sorts of things. But maybe what I would like to do, a number of newer versions. So applies actions only to versioned objects with at least many new versions. This might be useful if, like, let's say you don't want to retain X amount of versions. That'd actually probably be a really, really useful one. But let's say object names matches prefix. And I'm just going to put something in here. And so maybe the prefix is temporary, like maybe it's that. And so if anything is in that is in there, it will probably just get deleted. So that might be interesting to try out. So we'll go ahead and I'll hit continue. And the idea is that anything with that prefix, it's going to get deleted, right? So we'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to go over to objects. I'm going to create a new folder. And again, it says that it can take 24 hours. So this might not even take effect. So I'm going to create that folder. We now have temp. And so I'm going to go ahead and just rename my Cloud Engineer file to Cloud Engineer 2. It's still on my desktop. And we'll go into here and we'll move this over to here and see what happens. Okay, so that is now in here. And we'll go over our lifecycle policy. So present over changes in storage class, et cetera, et cetera. So we'll go back over to here and we'll give us a nice hard refresh. So my question is, like, when would this take effect? So we might have to wait 24 hours, but we'll ask if it'll let us. Nope, not today. I thought we could ask Gemini, like, hey, Gemini, when do you think, when do you think we'll see this propagation, right? But it's hard to say. 1 second. Anyway, I think we were going to basically have to wait to see if this takes effect. So I'm going to keep it around, and if I happen to have this bucket tomorrow or in 2 days, then I will roll up this video. If there's nothing on the end of this video, then you know that I couldn't be bothered because it was taking too long. But lifecycle policies are very straightforward, as you can tell. This is really, again, useful if, let's say, you have something and you want to move into long-term storage. That's not a bad idea. Okay, ciao, ciao.